Hi guys, good to have you all back. Promised you faux postage stamps. So that's what I'm going to do today. On my desk I have some faux postage stamps that I've made in previous projects. I have a couple of videos out. I'm going to try to link them below. If I forget lovies, you can just go on my YouTube channel and then in the search bar type in faux postage stamps. Voila, they will pop up. Okay, so faux postage stamps, very fun to use, even more fun to make and rather easy. Now I have a lot of tools and supplies on my desk that you can use for making the postage stamps. Yes, and I'm going to show a couple of them, but I'm just going to use one method this time. Yeah, so whatever I'm showing you, you don't need all of it. Maybe you have one of the tools. Hopefully you have the tool that I'm going to use today. Okay. Faux postage stamps. What are we using? Tools first. Let's say you have a die cut machine. Yeah? Then there are so many dies. Oh, for instance, this one right in front that make postage stamps. Like this one from Gumi Japan. I also have, I'm gonna flip it. This one, this one, this one. Loads of dies. Also have some big ones that made these. So you can use die cuts for this. But, you know, I hear you. I'm just starting out. I do not have a die cut machine. And I can understand. It took me a long time to get a die cut machine because those are expensive. Now, maybe you have these scissors. Yes, these are most of them are from Fiskars. But these sort of children's scissors that make these different kind of edges. Yes, you can use those. You can use those. Speaking of scissors, oh my gosh, I'm stuck. Of scissors that you can use, and I don't have those. I think I'm gonna find some. Are the scissors from a hairdresser that they use to thin out your hair? Yes, they also have these sort of. It's like a fork, but then scissors. You know what I mean? With all the lines on them. So that also works really well. Then there are also punches. Did I use this one on this? Well, you have some punches with some of these edges that you can use to make the postage stamps. Yeah. Or you might have the deckled edge trimmer. Yeah. That makes a lovely sort of a deckled edge on your paper. I am not going to use any of these tools today. Let me show you what I'm using. I'm using this. This is a tracing wheel. Yes, if you do sewing, I don't. But I do have tracing wheels. Now, you can find, well, if you're Dutchy, you can find this in thrift shops. And they're very inexpensive. Maybe even less than €1. Yeah? And maybe you already have one. Or I think you can buy them new. And they're very inexpensive. Well, way less expensive than buying this or a whole die cut machine and then a die. Okay, because I am inspired today by these postage stamps. See, with the sort of the lines that you can tear them and then use them. These sheets of postage stamps. So this is actually what I want to recreate today using a tracing wheel, a ruler, and a softer surface. A softer surface. Yes, this is under flooring, I believe. Do not know for sure. And paper, of course. Yeah. So for tools, this one. Ruler, because, you know, want to be straight, and something soft. So none of the other stuff for making the actual shape of the postage stamps. Now there's some other stuff that I'm going to use. Of course, I'm going to need some glue and, you know, what have you. I'll probably do some inking. But for the making, tracing wheel. Okay, perfect. How about for the images? Lots of options there. I'm going to show you some. For the small images, the illustrations, you can use loads of different stuff. Yeah, I've used, well, let me show you what I've used. You can use washi tape. Yes, if you have some lovely images on washi tape, why not use washi tape? Or rub-ons. Yeah, I did use rub-ons on one of these. Yes, just some lovely rub-ons. Or maybe have some, you know, washi stickers. You could use some. I have loads of those. I need to use them. lovely small ones. Do we have small ones? See, like these small washi stickers or normal stickers. Yeah, you can go fussy cutting in magazines or what have you. I am today going to use book pages. Well, small images in books. Yeah, and you can use all kinds of books. I mainly have nature books because I love those. This is the book that I want to use today because look at this. Yeah, for fussy cutting, these are a nightmare. These are a nightmare. But if you just make a lovely sort of square, they will work perfectly. So I have some foliage and mushrooms, butterflies, birds, what have you. Now, if you don't have like beautiful colored books, you have some black and white. Use some black and white. Well, not the rodents, but you know, lovely birds. Doesn't really matter. I mean, honestly, guys, these are some of my favorites, and these are just in black and white. They're just really, really cool. Now, what if you want to make them more realistic with people on them? Let me show you. Do I have some postage stamps with people on them? Of course I do. Yeah, with some, you know, persons on them. I have, for instance, an old encyclopedia, and in this encyclopedia, see, you have all these small little images of famous people that I have no clue what they're doing. Well, maybe some of them. Cut these out and make them into postage stamps. Yes, there are also some animals in here. So go look in old encyclopedias, for instance, or even some dictionaries have small images in them. So I am using small illustrations from books. Yes, magazines. Just go look for some. Okay, what else am I using? Well, I need a piece of paper for the base. Yeah, this is not white. This is actually called pearl. It's 160 grams. I need it a little bit heavier than copy paper. Lovies, needs to be a little bit heavier. I might also take out some black because when I made these, I also made sort of a small black border all around the image. And I think that looks really, really cool. So if I'm going to do some black and white, I'm going to use some black paper. Okay, and here's the other thing. All of them, normal postage stamps, have a number on it to tell you how much they're worth. Yeah. So on these, I've used rub-ons. So you can use rub-ons. There was one that I used a stamp on. Let me grab some. Yes, you could also use stamps. Maybe you have fantastic handwriting. Or you have just small images with numbers. I don't know. I am going to do a new trick today. Yeah. And I'm going to use a hole punch. You can use your crocodile. You can use this or the double one. Something that makes a very small circle. And then something with numbers. Small numbers. Yeah. I found this. This was on my desk. Look at all the numbers. Well, numbers. I'm going to make numbers with these. Yeah. Also did some stamping. Like a cancellation stamp or what have you. Now I have a gazillion of those, but I've not used this from Creative Expressions, designed by Tracy FAUX, the passport background. But I'm going to use them as sort of, you know, cancellation stamp thingies. So I'm going to use this, most likely. Yeah, is that it? I think so, unless I can come up with something else for decorating. But what you need is tracing wheel, heavier paper, something soft, and then images. Okay, let's get going. Before I make the grid with this, I think it's smart to first do all the images and then according to the size of your images, adjust the size of your grid. Smart? I think so. Otherwise, you have your grids and then try to find some lovely images. So I'm going to do the images first. Now, I am very, very fortunate to have this book. They're all probably the same size. Yeah, so I'm going to do them all the same. I am going to have, in this case, the name of the actual plant here. Yes. There you go. I'm going to cut this off. Yeah, and then, well, then the top as well. I do want them all to be the same size, which could be a little bit tricky. I'm going to cut off this piece here. Will that work? Yes. Now, how big are the actual images? Because some of them are bigger. I think this is the widest one. It's about 1.5 inches. Will that work? I think so. I think so. I want them all sort of. If it's off like, you know, 1/8 of an inch, that'll be fine. But I really want them to be almost all the same size. Let's say we do 1.5 inches here. You can take out your paper trimmer, love, if you want to. I'm just gonna do this 1.5. Will this work for 1.5? Just try to make them all the same size. And I'm not using deckled edged whatever on the image on the inside. No, I'm gonna have that straight. If you want to, yeah, you could actually use a deckled edge trimmer or one of those scissors. Yeah. See if that works for you. I will, however, ink them. I think it's going to work, love. Oh, this one's going to have a little bit of a problem. Because this is also not 1.5 inch, 1.5. Well, they're going to be a little bit smaller. That's quite all right. Yes. Okay. Well, let's say they're all sort of the same size. See? It's just a tiny bit. So I have my images now. Really, really nice. I'm going to ink them. It's well, it's not a good number. I want 6, so I'm going to do another one of the next line. I think these are all the same size, right? Yes. I'm going to have an even number. Well, 6. I'm going to do like this. Okay, let me do another one. I simply just cut all of them out. My grid is going to be 9. So 3 by 3. This is 2 by 4. So this is 8. I'm going to have 3 by 3 because, you know, I have loads and I think it's going to look lovely. Okay, all my sort of images are approximately the same size. They are all 1.5 by 1.5. Approximately. Doesn't need to be precise. But if you look at like normal postage stamps, yes, all of them have a little bit of a border, just a small border. Also these ones. So the grid that I'm making is not going to be 1.5 by 1.5. I'm going to make my grid 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. And that is just based on the original size of the image that I am using. Yeah? Just, you know, that's why. But your image may be smaller or bigger. Just add a little bit. So we're going to create a border. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, loves. I've been refilming this because I've made many mistakes. It didn't work for some reason. Also, lots of measuring, got myself a headache. Then called MacGyver. He had a solution. Perfect. Now I do have different ones. Someone who doesn't, so I do have a lot of these because I just love them. So pick the one that you like the most, that makes the loveliest holes, in case you have multiple ones. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try to explain what we're doing. This also has a border all around. Really love this effect. So I'm also going to make a border all around. So border here, 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 and here. We're just going to start off with sort of a corner thingy. Yeah, and then we're going to do all the squares. Now I've been trying to do this with a ruler, measuring, lots of work. And with this one, doesn't really want to work with me. So we're going to ditch the ruler. We're going to ditch the underflooring. And instead, we're going to take out our scoreboard. Yes! Oh my gosh, guys. Yeah, this works brilliantly. For one, measurings, very handy. And also, if you put your paper on, it will automatically fall into a slot. You don't need the underflooring. So, scoreboard, ta-da, yes, applause. I know, brilliant, brilliant. Okay, here we go, guys. I'm hoping this will work now. This will work now. What I want to achieve is, I've cut my paper a little bit smaller because, you know, that's more manageable. I want a 1/2 inch on the sides and on the top and bottom. So first of all, I'm going to score 1/2 inch. Now, you only get one go. You cannot go again and again and again. Your paper will rip. Just try it out first, guys, with a piece of paper. Just try and get a little bit of the feel of it. I'm going to put it at 1/2 inch. Yes, press it hard, not too hard, because you can rip the whole paper. And then you just carefully, lovies, carefully. Not like rich. No, just, you know, slowly, carefully. There you go. Straight line. Yay. I could not make a straight line for the life of me. I just couldn't. Yeah. So 1/2 inch here. And now I want a 1/2 inch. Of course, this one is too small. I'm going to cut a piece off. I'm just going to cut a piece off. I know I have enough room. Do I? Sure you do. Sure you do, love. Sure you do. Okay. And then 1/2 inch here. Slowly, carefully. Okay. The corner's in the opposite side now, but that's quite all right. Yeah. Now I want 1 3/4, 1 3/4, 1 3/4. Will that work? Mine are going to be squares. Maybe yours are not square. I am going to put it at 1. And then I'm going to put this at 2 3/4 because that will make for 1 3/4. Careful, careful, careful. You only get one go. Oh, I'm trying to put it back in the holes. My gosh, what? Why are you doing? Yes. Whew. And then putting it at 3 and scoring at 4 3/4. Don't go off course, just, yeah. And then the last one. Concentrating. Yep, there you go. Okay. Now, hopefully this works now. Put it at 1. There we go. It's going to make some lovely squares. Careful, careful, careful. You can actually rip these once they're done. Yeah, you can. Tried it. Works. I'm not going to because I actually like them like this. I just really like it. And the last one. Make sure your piece of paper is straight, lovies. If you start out not straight, it's not going to work. Yes, I'm going to make this a little bit shorter. Take a piece off, like 1/2 inch. There you go. Same here. I just want 1/2 inches. Alright, yeah. There you go. Oh my gosh, yes, finally. It took me 3 hours now. Well, not really, lovely, but I did try a lot of times. Oh my gosh, yeah, it was. Oh my, yeah. Oh, cannot tell you, so many pieces of papers used. But that's quite all right. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Finally, worked. Okay, now we're basically going to glue them in. But going to ink them first. All my images are inked, but now I find the background a little bit boring. There will be some cancellation stamps here and there, so it will have a little bit more interest. But I want to do first something to the background. Now I have used Love's Pearl. This is the color Pearl paper. But, you know, according to your paper, pick a color. I have chosen pumice stone, a little bit of grayish color. And just my splatter stamp. I'm going to add some sort of, you know, interest here and there in the back. Is that enough? Oh my gosh, what's that? Well, that's stuff. That's stuff. Okay. Oh yes, way better. Way better. Just, you know, splatter a little bit. You could splatter with normal splatter stuff if you want to. Yeah, go ahead. Be my guest. Yeah? Okay. Now I'm basically going to glue them on. You can use a glue stick for this or whatever. Don't look at the back. Yes, there's also lovely flowers on the back. Good morning, Art. How's we going? Art's been on vacation. There we go. Try to center it, leaving equal amounts of room everywhere. See? Repeat. So I'm gonna glue all 9 of them on. I really like it with the background stamping. Also inked all around it. Yeah, really cool. Now it needs, well, to look even more like a poster stamp. So it needs a number. So yeah, I've taken out a small perforator, whatever. And I'm going to punch out some numbers. I'm also going to do some other ones because I found this in the front of the book. Love it. But this is, well, no, too small. But I have a ½ inch one. So I'm thinking that's just basically perfect. To do this. See? Oh yeah, so cool. So I'm just going to punch out some small numbers here. I have a 10. I have a 15. A 20. Woo! Don't go very far. Oh, I love them. They're really cute. I don't have a 25. Oh my gosh, why not? Well, there's no 25 because this is probably a 24-hour thing. Yeah. Well, I love the number 7, of course. I'm going to do the 7. Might as well also do the 17. Love the 17. Do I have 9 already? Don't know. 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. Need 2 more. Oh, 13. Lucky number 13. There you go. And a 4. Or just a 1. Let's do 1. 1. Fantastic. So, you know, take out a piece of whatever. You could also do like page numbers. Yeah, if they're a little bit bigger. These were very, very small. And I'm gonna do a couple of these. See, 25 here is just fantastic. Why not? Yeah, I will ink them. Not the small ones. Not even gonna try. But these are tiny, tiny ones. I'm going to use my tweezers. And a little bit of ink. Oops. Oh my gosh. Tweezers, love. You pinch them and then you release. There we go. Yeah? Let's see. Where will we want this? And then a small one in the corner. Yes. But you could also use rub-ons. Yeah, or stickers. or stamps. So 2 numbers on here. Why? Because I just want to. 7, 1, 2. No. I'm not going to go in order. You did not do them in order, love. So just put a lovely number on. See this? Don't lose all the small, tiny bobs. There you go. Very cool. So I'm going to put numbers on all of them. Yeah. And then we're going to do a little bit of stamping. Now, for some stamping, I've taken out this one from Tracy FAUX. This was the passport background stamp. I'm not even going to put it on a block. I just want small pieces here and there. I do want to use the gray. Yeah, I don't think pumice stone is the color to go, so I want it a little bit darker. So I've taken out Morning Mist. Now, this is Versafine Claire, a new stamp, ink. It's not a stamp, love, that's an ink. And I know it's going to be way too juicy, so I'm going to do some 2nd generation stamping. And by this, I mean, you know, I'm just going to do dab in here. Oops! Then do this. Yeah, most of it will be off. And then I'm going to do this. See? Sort of 2nd generation stamping. So it won't be too bold. I really like this number here. There. And I actually want to have the number there. Oh yeah, that looks so cool. Oh, I love these trays. Yeah, they're really cool. Another one, sort of these cancellation type of stamps. There you go. Love them. This one, did I already use that one? Oh, that's okay. You can use it twice. There. This part, also really cool. Can I have then? Yeah. On the bottom, need one here. Another one with a number. Sure, why not? Oops. I like them. And now it needs one here in the middle. Which one are we using? The middle one here. There we go. Yes. Yes. Love it. Needs one more. I know. I see. It's there. Yeah, it's there. Needs a one there. There we go. Yeah. Here. Okay. Tiny one. Do we love them? Yes. Really like them. I think I want to make some black and white ones. Already cut these out of the encyclopedia that I have. They're not all the same size. No. So that's going to be a little bit tricky. However, what I do want is have a sort of a black border all around. So first off, I am just going to, not really randomly, but sort of randomly, glue them to a black piece of paper or cardstock or any color that you want, basically. I'm going to go black and white with this one. Let me try to put it in the right spot. See? And then I'm going to cut it. Just a small sort of black border all around it. So I'm going to glue them all on and then cut them all out again. Just with a very small sort of edge to it. Also makes them a little bit sturdier. And then for the background, I'm not going to use the pearl paper. I have some ivory cardstock. And then I'm going to put them on ivory. I think that's going to look awesome. Let me glue all of these on. I needed another straight line, so I just cut a piece off. Yeah, that, you know, it saves on work because, you know, already 2 of these corners are, you know, cut. And then, let's see. I cannot do them all in the same time because they're different sizes, which means I'm going to have a little bit of difficulty with the making of the grid. But, you know, challenge accepted. So they look like this with a very small sort of black border all around him. I can only cut from one side. Go away. There we go. Yes. And then, is that a bit much? Well, doesn't really matter, lovies. Try to have them all sort of equal size. I don't know, guys. Yes. This is more flat to the surface. That gives me a little bit more grip, I guess. I don't know. I enjoy my other ones. So, 9. I need 9. Okay, let me do all of them. I arranged them so they're sort of in groups of 3 that are similar sizes. Yeah, so this is going to be on the top, in the middle, and on the bottom. However, I'm just going to start with the corner thingy that we did on the last one. So we're starting with 1/2 inch. No, not this, love. Not this. Where is it? This. I was going to score it. Yeah, no. We were doing a this. Yes, and then another one. So we're making sort of a corner. We're going to start in the corner. Yeah. Okay. This is the biggest one I have. Can you tell where the sort of dots are? I'm hoping. Shall I zoom you in the tiniest bit more? Yeah. Okay. So I am actually going to glue this here. Yeah, before I do all the other lines, I'm just going to glue this on, leaving a little bit of room everywhere. This is the tallest one that I have. In width, they're almost all the same, so that's actually a good thing. So let us have a look. This one is going to go here. Yeah. Then the second row. Are we doing the second row first? And then the third. They are all the same width. Yeah, that'll work. So I'm going to make a line here. Yes, what are we doing here? Well, apparently we're doing here. Yeah. Yes. And I'm also doing a line here. Put this at 3. So here's one. I do not know who these gentlemen are. This is Ben Franklin. Franz Josef. Don't know the other guys. No. Famous people. Yes. Those were the only 2 that I recognized. Probably the emperor of Franz Josef. Like Austria, right? I think so. I think it was Austria. Yes. So I'm not even measuring. I'm just, you know. Straight, have it straight, love. There we go. This one. Stop moving it about, and just, you know, do this. Or yes, this is the right size. Yes, and the last one. No clue. Emerson. One of them was called Emerson, and I was like, I have no clue who Emerson is. Yes, Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Something with music, loves. I know Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Do you know them? That was, you know, that's old, right? Yes. It's from the late 70s, early 80s. Yes, second row, Franz Josef. Wasn't he Cece's husband? You know, the movie Cece with Romy Schneider, the Empress of Austria, Cece, Elizabeth. Oh my gosh, I used to love those movies. Around Christmas. Yeah, we always watched, well, either Sound of Music, Mary Poppins, same lady, and Cece. This one's a little bit shorter. That's okay. That's quite alright. Put him a little bit more towards the top. Yeah, okay. Like so, like so. Oh, that's far away, right? I'm gonna do this one. This one. It does work like a charm, guys. Really good trick. Don't push too hard. You can rip them. Yes, I've tried it on with another piece of paper. You can actually rip them. Okay, so I'm going to glue on Ben Franklin. Glue on the last ones. Oh my gosh, didn't do the splatter. Well, guess what? I'm gonna go do the splatter stamping now. First, gluing these on. I'm gonna put Ben in the middle. Ben in the middle. That sounds like a TV show. Ben in the middle. Trimmed it. I'm gonna do a sort of splatter stamping with tea dye, just a very light color. I'm gonna try to concentrate more on well, the edges, but it's okay if a little bit goes on the image as well. No worries. There. When you're using a splatter stamp, guys, just, you know, twist and turn it now and then, otherwise it will create a pattern. And you know, that defies the whole purpose of having a splatter stamp, because we want this to be more random. Yes, a little bit here. Okay. Yes, well, I would have rather done this beforehand, but I didn't. So there. Alrighty then. I'm gonna ink all around with want to go a little bit darker? No. Vintage photo. Vintage photo. Hello? Vintage photo? Vintage photo is on vacation. It's somewhere, but not anywhere near here. So tea dye. Tea dye it is. Oh, that works like a charm. No worries. Okay, I need numbers. I think I'm going to go for the... I'm going to go for the option with... Oh, I have those. Oh my gosh. Guys, just from the corner of my eye, I have those. Yeah, those are just stickers. Be creative. Try to find a number. You could also stamp a number, or, you know, do the trick that we did with the last one. Okay. New in the packaging, however, not new at all. This is very old. I found it in a thrift shop. There we go. Hoping they still sort of won't stick. Not really, but that's quite alright. That's why they invented glue. Yes, they're not sticky at all. I'm gonna do this a little bit. Doesn't work. Are you gonna go by number? Oh yeah, I'm just gonna go by number. Or why not? 1, almost on your face. Number 3. No, these are no stickies anymore. But I like them. Yeah? So 4, 5, 6 until 9. But I want another element. I want a third element on here. I'm going to put all the numbers on and then have a... I'm going to think about it. But it needs another something. Yeah, stamping for sure. Yeah. But also a something. I'm going for Tim Holdsworth thingy. Yes, well, stickers. Stickers. Small ones. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what it says. It says here, for a moment. For a moment. Yeah, making up songs. Just a memory. Why not? Love greatly. Ben, I'm gonna put you with love greatly. There we go. Wears a crown. Who wears a crown? This was Franz Josef. Does he wear a crown? Well, he should. You're an emperor. You should wear a crown. Something smells so giddy. Well, no regret. Who has no regrets? This guy. It looks like he has no regrets. Dreams of beauty. Who doesn't? Oh, that's a big one. Heart and soul. And loving hearts, wonderful dreams. In memory of. Beautiful. It is. Or good fortune. I have more sheets. I never use these guys. Good and true. I don't know who this person is, but he was good and he was true. And now I love them. Cool? Yes. Very cool. Okay, I think I am... Are you doing the Tracy stamps again? Sure. Sure, why not? But I am going to take out another color. What color are you doing? Portobello. Portobello. Brownish color. It's all the gray off. It is now. Again, very juicy, so I'm gonna do, oops, first of this, and then this. Yeah. And there. You have something on your nose. Yeah. Yes. What is this? We don't know, but we like it. I'm gonna put it there. These two big ones here. There. This one with a number. There. Woo! On your face. Yeah, well, you're welcome. And let's do another one of these. Here. Something on the top. Bum, 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 bum. Well, let's do this one on the top. On the side. Ooh, I have another sort of number here. Oh my gosh, my hands. Look at my hands. Yes, they are very, very dirty. And this. Are we done? A little bit here. Boom, boom, boom. There. Okay. Here then. Very cool. Very cool. Completely different to the more colorful ones. You can rip them, guys. Let me see if I have a piece of paper that I practiced on. Yeah, See, you can. Wow. See, I practice on this. I did not do this with the scoreboard, but you can actually rip them. So you can use them as postage stamps if you want to. I'm not going to because I love them the way they are. So here they are, completely different. Love them a lot. Yes, let's look at the botanical ones. It's just cute. They look very big now, but you know, the lines are here, so they're actually a pretty okay size. Yeah, I really like them. And if you rip them, you want to use them individually, just give them a little bit of ink around the edges. Lovely, with the numbers. We used a small circle punch for this, or even if you want them this big, you can use your perforator tool or crocodile. Very cool. Really like them. See, here are the lines. Yep, and then, well, sort of the black and white one. With all the scary looking gentlemen. Really great. I'm gonna keep them as they are. Because I just like the look of, well, I just like the look of it. Yeah, where was the original? And then the original. See? Yeah, fantastic. I'm going to look for the scissors that I mentioned, the hairdresser scissors. I found some, yes. Well, some of them are expensive, but I don't need them for cutting my hair, so I'm gonna take the cheapest ones. Guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Faux postage stamps, but a little bit different than what I did before, right? I made a sort of a this. Fantastic. I'll be back again. Well, I know I'm going to be back again this Friday. Is it November 1st? Yes. Do you need a new digital kit? You probably do. So exciting. This Friday, I'm going to introduce my new kit. Gonna hope you like it. Yeah? So I'll see you this Friday. Until then, bye guys.